Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Sunday, 14th of July 2024. This day is celebrated as Bastille Day, one of the revolutionary days in Paris and now a national holiday. The 14th of July, Bastille Day, is celebrated with a mixture of solemn military parades and easygoing dancing and fireworks. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Trump rally shooting live. Biden administration created atmosphere for assassination bid, says Russia. Republican presidential candidate and former President Donald Trump bumps his first as he is helped off the stage at the campaign event in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13, 2024. Donald Trump raised a defiant fist to the crowd as he was bundled away to safety and said afterwards, "I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear." Donald Trump was hit in the ear in an apparent assassination attempt by a gunman at a campaign rally on July 13 in a chaotic and shocking incident that will fuel fears of instability ahead of the 2024 United States presidential election. The FBI identified the shooter as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old from Pennsylvania's Bethel Park, according to the United States media. Crooks was named by the FBI as the subject involved in the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump. The 78-year-old former president was rushed off the stage with the blood smeared across his face after the shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania, while the gunman and a bystander were killed and two spectators critically injured. CRPF Jawan killed in a militant attack in Manipur. CRPF Jawan killed, policeman injured in the gun attack by the suspected militants in the Manipur. CM condemns incident. A Central Reserve Police Force CRPF Jawan was killed in a gun attack by suspected militants at the Mongbong village in Manipur's Jiribam district on July 14 morning, police said. Why is militancy on the rise in Jammu? Army personnel during a search operation in the Gurhapatan area of Kanachak sector in Jammu district on July 12, 2024. So the story so far. On July 8, 5 army soldiers were killed and 5 injured as 2 army vehicles were ambushed by militants on a hilly tract in the Kachwa district of Jammu and Kashmir. This was not an isolated incident. From June 9, 5 terror strikes have occurred in the Jammu division of the Union territory, in which 8 security personnel and 10 civilians have been killed. Indian Meteorological Department forecasts evening showers in Hyderabad on July 14, that is today. Commuters were inconvenienced by the heavy rain that lashed Hyderabad on July 12, 2024. Indian Meteorological Department forecasts rain in Hyderabad on July 14 with the potential impacts on traffic services and safety precautions advised. The Indian Meteorological Department (IMD) has released a rainfall forecast for Hyderabad and its surrounding area for July 14. The forecast released predicts light to moderate rain or thunder showers, with occasional intense spells and gusty winds likely to occur towards the evening or night. Senior Hamas official says group withdrawing from Gaza trust attacks people walk on the rubble and the damaged. United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees UNRWA building complex in the western Gaza city's Al Sina neighborhood on July 12, 2024. The Palestinian militant group was withdrawing because of Israeli massacres and its attitude in negotiations. A senior Hamas official told AFP on July 14 that the Palestinian militant group was withdrawing from talks on a ceasefire in the Gaza war because of Israeli massacres and its attitude in negotiations. Hindustan Times also stated that Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge accuses Prime Minister Modi of weaving a web of lies about 8 crore jobs. Prime Minister Modi and the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge A day after Prime Minister Narendra Modi took a will the GBR, the opposition saying 8 crore jobs in the 3 to 4 years has silenced those spreading fake news about the unemployment. The Congress has accused him of spinning a web of lies. Spain and England meet in a European Championship of final in the front of the Prince William and King Philippe. Spain and England meet a Europe Championship final in front of the Prince William and King of Philippe. Berlin, Spain and England will meet in the European Championship final on the Sunday, with much of the focus on a teenage wonder kid and whether one of the world's most underachieving teams can end its years-long wait for the title. CRPF Jawan killed 3 injured in the firing in Manipur's Jibram. One of the Central Reserve Police Force CRPF personnel died in a gunfight that occurred in Manipur's Jiribam district on Sunday. Another CRPF Jawan and 2 state police commandos sustained blood injuries. The gunfight started at around 9:30 a.m. and lasted till around 11:30 a.m. on the Sunday. Police said that the armed miscreants and combined state and central security forces began exchanging fire at around 9:30 a.m. in Mongbong and Sijang villages of Jiribam district. During the incident, one CRPF driver identified as Ajay Kumar Jha, 43, a resident of Bihar, was hit on his forehead. He was evacuated to Jiribam District Hospital. However, the hospital authorities declared him brought to death. In the incident, another CRPF Jawan sustained a bullet injury to his leg, and 2 Manipur commandos also received a bullet injuries. The injured are receiving treatment at a Jibram District Hospital, and the gunfight stopped at around 11:30 a.m. Now going towards the economy of the country from a business point of view, the thematic fund stock equity investment rush see a record net flows of over rupees 22,000 crore in June. Strong investor interest pushes the popularity of thematic funds. This traction is also reflected in new launches, with 9 of the 11 new equity schemes falling into the sectoral thematic fund category and raising accumulated rupees 12,974 crores. MTNL on the brink of debit default knocks on government door for funds. A section in the government is concerned. So the most MTNL debt is backed by a sovereign guarantee. Any default would leave the government with the little choice but to fund it by the exchequer. State-owned Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited (MTNL) has sought funds from the government since it does not have sufficient funds to pay interest on its debt obligations. One of the options MTNL has to ensure was an asset monetization plan that would have helped it raise funds. We are going to hold a meeting with G7 trade ministers in Italy next week. Reggio Calabria is a coastal city in southern Italy. The group of G7 industrialized nations are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom and the United States. Now going towards the world news, including Alec Baldwin thanks supporters in the first public comments after an early end to trial. Global leaders condemn assassination attempt targeting former United States President Donald Trump. Treason and espionage cases are rising in Russia since the war in Ukraine began. Shooting at the Donald Trump rally, what we know of the shooter so far. Watchman suspected of the shooting Donald Trump seen on the roof in a viral video. Fight, 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 yells Donald Trump after the bullet grazed his ear at a Pennsylvania rally. Now going to the science and tech, we have 6 lakh pollution trading certificates unearthed in 3 states. Children collected dumped plastic water bottles. Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) certificates are used by companies that use plastic packaging. Certificates are generated by registered plastic waste recyclers who collect plastic waste and recycle them. The Central Pollution Control Board CPCB in the 2023 had unearthed more than 6 lakh fake pollution trading certificates from the audits at the 4 plastic recycling companies in Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. Public documents show. Back to the extremely tough finance deal key to breaking climate impasse, says former Maldives President Nasheed. Former Maldives President and Secretary General of Climate Vulnerable Forum Mohammed Nasheed. Nasheed, the Secretary General of the Climate Vulnerable Forum (CVF), said Azerbaijan is resolute to negotiate commitments. Efforts at the Conference of Party 29 under its presidency will be tested. Negotiations at the United Nations Climate Conference in the Baku in November are expected to be extremely challenging. Former Maldivian President Mohammed Nasheed has said, while emphasizing that an agreement on a new finance goal is central to breaking the political deadlock on climate action. 12 papers involving a scientist from CSIR's Indian Institute of Toxicology research retracted. As many as 12 research papers co-authored by scientists was retracted between 2009 and 2020 for legal unethical behavior. Unethical behavior of Ashok Pandey is cited to be reason behind retraction. 12 papers co-authored by Ashok Pandey, a scientist at CSIR Indian Institute of Toxicology Research (CSIR IITR) in Lucknow, have been retracted from Elsewhere's journal Bioresource Technology. The last set of retractions were in 2020 and the first was in 2009. PubPeer, a website that allows researchers to discuss and review and scientific research after publication, has listed all the 12 retracted papers and many other papers that have some conflicts of interest. Musk's X, charged with receiving users via blue checkmark, risks fine. European Union tech regulators said Elon Musk's social media company X breached the blocks online rules. European Union tech regulators said Elon Musk's social media company X breached the blocks on online rules and its blue checkmark deceives users. Elon Musk's social media company X breached European Union online content rules and its blue checkmark deceives users. European Union tech regulators ruled on Friday in a finding that could lead to a hefty fine and significant changes in how it operates. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, whose birth anniversary is 23rd of July 1856 or 1st of August 1920, endured as Lokmanya, was an Indian nationalist teacher and an independence activist. He was one of the third of the Lal Balpal triumvirate. The British colonial authorities called him the father of the Indian unrest. He was also conferred with the title of the Lokmanya, which means accepted by the people as their leader. Mahatma Gandhi called him the maker of the modern India. Bal Gangadhar Tilak says a very famous quotation. He says that our nation is like a tree, of which the original trunk is Swarajya, and the branches are Swadeshi and boycott. He also says that the problem is not the lack of resources or capability, but the lack of will. Okay? Thank you.